Alright, so I know that episode doesn't have as much action and it's not very long, but I wanted this episode to be more of like an objective. They have to get something done. And before I get started with the story and whatnot, if you haven't seen part 1 or 2, go watch them right now. You'll find a link in the description to the playlist, as well as an annotation on the screen. So where we left off, we had Brute, Gerber, the girl, and the other guy at Power. They started heading to the town when suddenly they lose the girl. She jumps in the teleporter and it's just all sorts of madness. Which is exactly why, at the beginning of this episode, they're staring out in the mist. They're like, where'd she go? You know, what happened to the girl? So they end up throwing an EMP, hoping it might, stop the zombies and she'll have a chance to catch back up. Maybe she got dragged behind. But after waiting for a few moments, they're like, something else must have happened to her. She must be back there. She must be all alone. We're not going to give up on her. And then that's when Gerber's like, you know what? I have an idea. And that's when we then learned that before Gerber was at the Power, he was actually at the town. He was working on something big, some sort of powerful weapon. But before the completion of said weapon, he was overran. He had to bail. He had to leave the town. But before doing so, he decided to stash some of the last parts in the safe in the bank. So upon the return to town, he was like, Brute, if we're gonna save this girl, we have to have something more powerful. We have to be able to go against the zombies and get through them and just, destroy them. And with no time to spare, they were barely able to complete this unique weapon. But before they could head back and try looking for the girl, they were forced in the other direction. They had no choice. They were overran. There's just too many zombies. They had to get out of there. And that pretty much wraps up the episode, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. And really fast, before any of you guys message me about the music, please check the description. You'll find links to the artist's channel, the music, all that. All of his stuff, a majority of it, is free to download. So go support him. Go check out his stuff. Links are in the description. Without this music, without his music, these episodes would be nowhere near to what they are right now. So major props to him. Go check him out, show him some love. And as always, huge thanks to your goddess Tina, also known as Christina, as well as Isaniel, known as Frank. I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day. If you guys have not subscribed, make sure you do so. TheZeratulDT signing out. See you guys next time.